Good evening all. How are we? So I don't know how well this will go because my throat's kind of going a bit funny. So I'm going to be a bit croaky throughout this. It seems at a sensible talking volume, it goes all croaky, but when I start shouting and stuff, it's actually okay. As was proved last night when I was playing Holdfast. Right. Sorry I haven't been streaming quite as much. My desk was completely overtaken with Warhammer. Yeah. So rather than move it all off, stream for an hour and a bit and move it all back on, I just thought I'd just get it all done and spend the evening doing that. Oh my god. But I now have a fully painted Space Wolf army. Hey! Because I ended up with a lot of it was very Warhammer centric Christmas. I never usually know what I would like for Christmas when people ask me, so I sort of went all in on one hobby this year. I think I can, even show you some. So I ended up with, I mean, my painting is not great, but it's something at least. Let's see. So, for example, there's some there. Don't look too closely at faces or anything. There you go. You can see. I'm clearly very much of the sort of 90s vibe still. I try and keep mine not quite as grim dark as others. So I did those guys recently. I did... Hello, Michael. I did these guys. Like I'm not great, but it's better than just the basics, shall we say. I did this guy. Hang on. Yeah. And then I got fancy once during this, and I did an ombre, so a fade of colour. This was a model I already had painted, or I think our housemate actually painted it for me as a gift because he made it up and then gave it to me. He's our Warhammer crack dealer. He's the one making sure we keep playing. But I tarted it up to try and suit the more colour scheme that I seem to have made. The base colour scheme still what he'd done. But then he only had a black chainsword before, and I tried to make a little ombre, so we got a nice little orange sort of fade there. So yeah. That's what I've been doing while I haven't been streaming. Yeah, I'm not sure how well this is going to go. I can barely speak. Yeah, so let's continue. Let's head over to action. Runaway. Surely we have a load game, right? Yeah. Ooh. You goose. They look okay. I tend to paint my models off the sprue. Sorry, not off the sprue, on the sprue, and then assemble them, and then just touch up any sort of points that I need to. Because I got so fed up with trying to paint little bits like in the small gaps and then getting paint everywhere and then having to touch up those other bits that got hit and then hitting another bit, and it just turns into a constant sort of touch-up job. So I paint them in bits and then assemble the bits. Right, so I had a thought. Well, technically Helen had a thought that we're trying to get... we need a distraction over by the hangar to sort out our escape route. Because What's-Her-Face is still locked inside this cabin here. We got distraction. No, we got a distraction, which is what we're about to sort out. Then we got a way to keep the thugs that are holding Gina in the cabin. We got a way to keep them in the cabin, but we're just trying to sort out our escape route, which is over here, where a guy seems to be like shooting hoops. I realized rather than just using speech to talk to these guys to help us out, we should use the item menu. It's not like other point-and-click adventures that if you have the correct item, the conversation's good enough. I think you have to use the item to say, hey, this thing over there. So.
Yeah, there's something to that idea. Maybe I can get Lula to admit who she really is and get her to distract the muscle man in the barn. Lula, come look!
Hey, big boy, I didn't know you liked sports. Where did you get that basketball? Throw it to Lula. This is the ball from the first match I won my first title at.
I knew it! Give up the axe, sister. You're Lula Mare, aren't you? And I see you can still work wonders with a basketball.
Of course, I've still got the magic touch. Why do you think I was named most valuable player in the league 3 years in a row?
Too bad that all went by the wayside when you messed up that last basket in the 95 finals, huh?
It was a personal foul, for goodness sake. That vision impaired bad of a referee didn't see it. Those journalist leeches looked the other way. Everyone in the whole pavilion was blinded by my grandeur. But it was a personal foul.
Okay. Pipe down, Lula. That's all in the past now. Best not to stir up old memories. After all, who hasn't missed a basket at some point? When completely alone under the basket, while vying to win the NBA Finals? It really isn't that important.
Dare you insinuate that there was no foul?
No, of course not. Of course there was a foul. On purpose, too. What's important now is you gotta help me out by distracting that guy I told you about. Being who you are, you won't have any problem with a little competition hooping cans into a bucket, will you?
I'm sure you'll beat him easy, and that way you can soften the Studley thing up a bit.
All right, you win, but with two conditions. One, that all that hearsay about my past remains entre nous. I really want to protect Carla and Mariota from this. And two, well, look. Ever since ever since that personal foul that kept me from making that basket in the finals, I've been drained of my self-confidence. I'll probably prance up to the sky, and I won't know what to say or do. So, you have to come along and talk for me.
But that's impossible. I can't let him catch sight of me or he'll recognize me. He has to have seen me when they brought me in the helicopter.
Yes, I understand.
I was just going to drag up ourselves.
I've got it. Listen, dear, we have some of those cutesy little receivers you place inside your ear. They blend in entirely. We use them for some of our cabaret.
Game audio is a bit quiet.
Here's the plan. I stick it in.
It's strangely echoing. Okay, 2 seconds. Let me just... Echoey. Don't know what would be causing an echo.
Tell me you love the idea.
I guess it's okay. Let's try it.
Hey, who are you?
Oh, we're there.
What are you doing here? This is private property, so you better vacate the premises.
Well, you see,
Is it still echoey?
He wasn't Adonis?
Calm down, Lula. Tell him you were just passing through. That you saw what nice hoops he was shooting into the tank, and that he's
not bad. Well, as I said, I was passing along and saw you toss some cans out that tank. And I said to myself, ooh, this guy's pretty hot. And basketball days.
Pretty hot. Very hot, you mean? I don't think you'll come across anyone that can shoot hoops like me.
Tell him you're not so bad yourself. Challenge him to throw from further away. That way, he'll get out of the way, and I can come right on in.
Well, to tell you the truth, hot stuff, I can shoot baskets just as well as you can. And from even further away.
Yeah, right. You must be joking, aren't you? You don't really think you can beat me?
Follow me if you dare, and I'll show you.
I shouldn't leave my post, but Rocco Wallace is always willing to take on a challenge. I'll laugh my head off teaching this ditz a lesson.
Anyway, I see there are quite a few empty cans around here. Ooh, yeah.
How about that? I have to admit you ain't bad, but I can do better.
I have to take advantage of this nice moment of privacy to do whatever I need to do.
Watch and learn.
What do you need to do?
Watch this hook.
Watch and learn.
Oh. Ooh, what's happened? Is my game frozen? I think my game's frozen. Hello? You working? Apparently it's working. Happening. This isn't going well, is it? Let's try that again. Steam says it's still playing as well. Professional streamer here. Hopefully we can... Oh, for Pete's sake. Hopefully we can skip through the conversation.
Yeah, there's something to that idea. Maybe I can get Lula to admit who she really is and get Lula.
Basketball!
Hey, big boy, I didn't know you liked retro.
Okay, so we can skip the dialogue, just not the animations.
This is the
I give and
Sounds like a Wind Waker or something.
Who are you? This is
Anyway,
How about
watch me and weep, dog.
Oh, we just left. Where are we gone?
I think the muscle boy came back. Yeah, there's the big lummox again. I'll enter
No.
through the rear window.
Wait, so did she just wander off just because I came around the front? Ah,
Plunk?
oh, for Pete's sake. Why does it reset the situation just because I'm over here?
This sport. Play
Yeah.
it. No one could beat me at this sport.
Do I have to go back and get her? For Pete's sake. Where's the basketball gone?
Lula!
Do you know what?
I need you to distract that guy from before. Please.
Not again.
Pretty please. It'll be the...
Listen. Oh,
Of course, whatever. Let's go.
how about
Okay,
someone
there
on
we go.
one to see who
Why not?
follow me?
I admit I kinda like this chick, and there's no denying she knows how to hit a target. But this time I'm gonna show.
I have to take advantage of this nice moment of privacy to do whatever I need to do.
Right.
Okay. I can spike the beer now that the gorilla's left his cage. There we go. I hope he finishes that can before opening another. I think he's coming back. Better take off so Biceps Boy doesn't find me and ruin everything at the last moment.
We did it, finally.
Cross your fingers.
Man, that last sip of beer was a killer. I think I'm losing it. I better have another drink.
Dead.
Congratulations. It worked. He is so tired he can barely move. Hey pal, what? Feeling drowsy, are we?
What are you doing here, Pipsqueak? I don't know how you got out of the cabin, but as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna grind you into hamburger meat. Just wait for this dizzy spell to pass, and you're gonna get it.
You're in no state to be threatening anyone, Mac. When you snap out of it, if you do, we'll be long gone. Okay, we can't waste a second. I'll go open the barn door. That chopper will get us all out of this dust bowl.
Can he fly a chopper?
Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house. Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. And to get away, we can use the helicopter. Don't really know who's gonna fly the thing. That contraption will get us out of here, even if I have to fly it myself. This is not a good time.
I assume that means we...
Besides the helicopter, I don't see anything else I could be interested in.
assume that's that bit ready of the plan now, I guess.
You're lower than Bond scum.
So, now we need a distraction to get them to come out of the cabin.
Why bother the woman? She's in.
Okay. Distraction. We haven't used the helmet for anything, have we? The oil well hasn't done too much.
It's large and the shadow.
We can talk about this tree and we can talk about this rock.
What for? Besides, it might tip the thugs off as to my whereabouts.
Do I just... So we got keep them inside the cabin, which is the gun shooting from here. We've got an escape route. We just need to get them to come out. Need a hint? Do I need a hint? Yeah, I think because I've kind of forgotten all the other interactable bits that we've got going. Yeah, it's just to get them out of the house. Did we use everything here? Yeah, because that was the gunpowder, wasn't it? Oh yeah, there's a chain.
It has a hook at the end. I have no sides. It'd be too hard to rip it off the wall of the train car. I don't see anything that interests me.
What could be a distraction? Look around the train car and the big guy. Let's go to the big guy first. Actually, we're here now.
It's an old freight car.
Yeah, the chain hasn't come into play yet.
One is closed and the others are empty. I don't know. They must have tar or something like that inside.
Do we need tar?
I don't see any reason for doing that. You won't get anywhere. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Contraption. And there's a gunpowder barrel.
No, I've got enough gunpowder.
Does that bucket have gunpowder in it still?
You won't get anywhere doing. I don't think the helmet is the best sort of gunpowder hole. It might fall over. I'm happy with the one screw. Oodles of screws. I'm happy with the one screw I have already.
You can't call Gina that. Oh dear. I'm funny. You can open one of the barrels if you remember. That's what I thought, but I suppose we could cork that one as well. I assume it's just a...
That doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. It's like a tar substance.
One is, I don't know. It must have tar or something like that.
Let's go look around the other guy and maybe make sense. Oh, for Pete's sake. The mouse doesn't stay within the game. It just falls onto my second screen.
It's filled with empty, smashed cans. I don't need that. There's a bit of paint left inside, but it's full of crud.
Crud,
You
eh?
can't really use it because it's all covered with paint. He's a hefty dude, but in this state, he's as harmless as a canary. Better not. This guy doesn't look like he's into chitter chatter. Cans of beer and ice cubes. No, I don't have time for a drink. It's a wreck, and half the parts are missing. It must have been abandoned here years ago. I'm afraid I wouldn't get very far on it. Yum, peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Alright, maybe it will be useful at some point.
Okay, if you say so.
Carry it with the lid on.
Was he supposed to say something then? Hello, Mother Trucker.
Yeah, keep that jar away from me. It's dangerous.
He's allergic to peanut
Your
butter.
little glass jar? And here I thought you were a tough guy.
It's not the jar that's dangerous. It's the wild ants in this area.
Ants?
Yeah, they go berserk over peanut butter.
Listen, you're worse off than I thought.
Think whatever you like, moron. See that wood left over behind there? It was a nice old rocking chair. A few days ago, I left a jar of peanut butter open on it. And when I came back a few hours later, the rocking chair was just as you see it now, with a million ants all over it.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Okay. Maybe they can open the barrel?
Don't even think about touching the helicopter, or you'll regret it.
Okay, well, let's experiment with our peanut butter.
You don't know when the bots come. If I find out you had something to do with the way I'm feeling.
And there's a locked door here as well.
It probably hasn't been opened for decades, so nobody can move it anymore. I don't think that's a good plan.
Okay.
Empty.
Peanut butter on the barrel, because that's obvious.
That doesn't make sense.
Oh, okay. At least we agree.
One is close. I don't know.
Why do we need peanut butter that draws ants that eats wood? Hello, Sippy. How are you?
The face is broken, and the hour hand is missing. It's very old. I don't think it can be fixed. Being that busted.
Hammered, been a rough week? Oh, that's a shame. You still got another day. Didn't you have a competition recently, Sippy?
No, it had come crashing down.
What
I'm not sure.
do we do? Extra meetings, extra work, too tired to train, and started feeling a flu coming in. Well, yeah, I don't know if you can hear, but my voice is going. It's been going for like a few days now. I feel completely fine otherwise. Yeah, just my voice is croaky and a lower volume. Oh yeah, there's the rocking chair. Sorry, I didn't see that before.
I'm in awe over those ants. No, they won't be useful for anything right now.
It sounds amazing there. Thank you. Why does it point out the motorcycle as well?
It's a wreck, and half the parts are missing.
Sippy, there was a national team tryout last Saturday, and I got on the team going to the European Championships in Kendo in June. Oh, nice. Where's that taking place? Why is it pointing out the motorcycle? There's no wood on the
No.
motorcycle. Okay, fine. Thank you. Bonk on the motorcycle?
It reminds me of one my dad used to have in the backyard. As a kid, I'd entertain myself by banging on it with a baseball bat. The truth is, I was a bit wild in those years. Yeah, it'd be nice for me to relive old times and unleash some of that pent-up rage.
Well, there's a new dialogue, so... Oh.
It's very therapeutic, I assure you.
Did... Look at piece of metal.
From the motorcycle. It fell off when I hit it with the crowbar.
How was I supposed to know that? Like, just bonking it with a... I was... I don't understand how we were supposed to know that that's a good thing to do. I just did it because of... I was going to go through all the items. Starting with maybe the most likely. Sippy, we are 6 men on for the adult team and only 5 are going to fight. The last one is reserve. Ah. Biker. It'd be cool if you had it to... Wait, I'm talking. To build up the motorcycles so you ride it as a getaway vehicle. Well, I think the getaway vehicle is going to be the chopper. Anyway, after that silly interaction, what on earth do we need this for? A motorcycle footrest. Assume something mechanical like that would be part of, like, maybe shooting the gun, but it's not mentioned anything about needing a trigger or something. But since we don't know, we'll pop up there and have a little look.
All fixed up and with ammunition. I'm ready to attack.
Okay. But I don't think we need that for that then. Because, like I said, it's not mentioned anything.
That doesn't make sense.
Okay, well, nothing makes sense. Does look like an engine crank. But I can't think why we would need it. I sound like Liam Neeson. Oh yeah, he does have that little growl at the end usually. Hang on, what was his... Hang on. Ooh. Didn't mean to go too far out. Was it? I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for ransom, I can tell you I don't have any money. But what I do have are a particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. If you let my daughter go now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you, and I will kill you. A little bit. Right. After that little interlude, what were you trying to do? Oh yeah, the little kickstand thing. Nothing's really happened at the oil well. What? Is there another? I just don't know how he's not vocalized anything that he plans despite having a plan. Oh, so there's this whole fridge in here, wasn't there? Something about a locked fridge.
It has a security closure system. You need a key to get it open.
Do we have a key? No.
There, let's just say, stellar? Yeah, that's the word, stellar.
Hello, Chaos. Some bastard ate all my food in the fridge again. Now I have to go out in cold and rain back in a bit. Oh, okay, well, farewell, Chaos. We're just talking about fridges, actually. Front of the bus inside. Try looking around there. They did say they hide it on the bus, don't they? We looked at the shells. Oh. That's the axle.
I think it's the axle of the device that opens and closes the bus door. But it's strange. The crank that the driver uses to turn the axle is missing.
Oh, wait. Okay, so maybe down there. Because it will just magically fit.
Yeah, I think they'll fit together somehow. Perfect. Now the lever's as good as new.
I've not even seen that yet.
I'm lucky it fit onto the axle so well.
You are. Use it.
It works! The door closed.
What are you linking to me, Sippy? What have you done? What's this? Oh, did you? You clipped the Liam Neeson thing? Okay. God. Playing old games is always a bit fiddly because it doesn't do like the full screen thing very well. Right. Oh, okay. There's a little thing on the door.
It's a pocket of leather stuck to the door. I guess it's meant to hold the bus keys or something like that. It's a pocket, I guess.
Go to it.
Let's see what's inside. A key. I bet I know what it's for.
What are we going to need from a fridge? Key. Fridge.
Let's see if I'm lucky. And this key is the one to the fridge. Well, let's see what we've got here. I'll grab the butter.
Butter? Why do we need butter? This has made it even more confusing.
Didn't even notice. But I locked the door again just in case.
Okay, why do we need butter now? Butter and peanut butter?
Jar with normal butter? No. Anyone can tell it's not genuine peanut butter.
We haven't used the helmet yet, have we?
Yeah.
What?
You can use the helmet as a pot to melt the butter.
Why are we melting butter? Why
That doesn't seem like... I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Why are we melting butter?
It's one of those folding doors that are common on...
Okay, open it. Sorry, it sounds like I'm getting really frustrated. I just, point and click shenanigans, that's all. Why are we melting butter? We've got butter in a helmet. Um, I don't think we can light anything on fire. I still don't know why there's so many things at the like. We can look at this rock.
Large, and the shadow it casts provides a little shade from the sun.
And then we can look at this tree over here as well, which is a bit
It must
random.
have some deep roots. It's as dry as a bone out here in this godforsaken desert. What for? It's bringing signs. It might tip the thugs off as to my whereabouts.
Can we, I don't know, warm the butter in the sun?
You won't get anywhere doing that.
Just don't know why it's mentioning the shade. Um,
It's an old freight car. It's an old freight.
look around here outside. Okay. Did we try the crowbar on this door? I can't remember.
That won't do any good. The door's so jammed there's no space to stick the crowbar into.
Use the crowbar inside on the barrels. Didn't we? I'm sure we tried that earlier though, because it said one's closed, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I used the screw thing like the other barrel.
This barrel here is the only one that's closed. Let's see if I can get it open.
Okay, well that's something. Oh, I was looking at them.
Inside? Peanuts. I wonder how long they've been.
Why have we got peanuts and peanut butter? How is this going to help us save a woman? I'm not MacGyver. Sorry, it's making less and less sense the more we get through. Like, at least in previous chapters, I've been like, that will do this later. To be honest, we would still be stuck if I didn't just randomly hit the motorbike earlier. Now let's go look outside, like Robert Ducky said. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that we haven't actually done anything with, so. That's all just go in the train car. This has felt like a longer chapter than the last one. I think it's because some of the things are a bit out there. You can make peanut butter, I guess.
Okay, I'll put the peanuts in.
What?
Great, now all I have to do is heat it up so everything melts together nice and smooth. And ta-da! I'll have whipped up a lovely batch of peanut butter.
But we already have peanut butter. Why is more peanut butter going to be helpful? Left side of shed. Yeah, you're really holding my hand now. Left side of shed. Oh, the anthill. Well, I didn't see that before.
I wonder what kind of ants inhabit this area. No, thank you. Didn't you see the naked jungle?
What do we do with the ants? They like peanut butter.
That doesn't make sense. You won't get anywhere doing that.
Why do we want... Do we want a bucket of ants?
You won't get anywhere.
Okay. Do we want...
You won't get anywhere.
The ants chew the chair up. Yeah, and I know they go after wood, but I thought like it would be like, I know, let's... What do we need that's wooden to be destroyed? Leave the peanut butter in and kick the anthill? Maybe. But we've got a way into the cabin. It's the little trap door, so... This shed, I thought that's what that was about.
You won't get anywhere. I don't like that idea.
Doesn't... I would... Is this an empty jar of peanut butter?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
You won't get any.
Alright, how do we make our own peanut butter? We just need some way to heat it up. I don't know if that means leave it out in the sun.
I wonder what kind of.
Did these guys have a stove? Did I heat something up before? Oh yeah, the ice. Yeah, that's leaving it in the sun, but there could be anywhere to leave this in the sun. Oh, close. Do we have to go back to the same place to do that? There's only one.
I don't want to.
I don't want it.
It's quite an antique. I'd love to rock myself.
How'd you get in this place again? Oh wait,
I don't think that's a good. I don't like.
no, we have to heat up the peanut butter first, I think.
The idea of going back and.
Okay.
Good thinking. With the sun beating down on the freezer lid, it
The-
must be hot enough to fry then. Perfect for making that tasty
Okay,
peanut
if
butter.
you say so.
Let's leave it on the burner a bit longer so that it melts into a smooth cream.
I would never have
Use
got
the
that.
spatula from the jar of real peanut butter to stir the mixture. Well, it's not real peanut butter, but I think it'll pass. And the color is certainly just like the real thing.
Okay, so now we'll go and try and open that shed, I guess. We're in a scorching desert. Surely just putting it on a rock would have been fine. The fact that you had to go in a place and put it on a windowsill was... yeah. Okay, whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. We are going back over here. To gain entry to here with
Well, it
this.
seems like a harebrained
Yeah.
scheme, but why not? Can't
This
hurt
whole
to
game's
try.
a harebrained scheme.
Let's see if those ants show any sign of life.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Unbelievable. This isn't happening. Wild beasts. Absolutely amazing. They've munched up the shack into a pile of sawdust. Luckily, the things inside have remained intact. There's enough dynamite to blow this whole place up. I think this is all I need to have a.
To real blast.
I better walk carefully with
Jesus.
this stuff on me.
Should we go blow up an oil well? Is that too much of a distraction? Is that overkill? I was just assuming that the rock is somewhere we hide. Oh, he's going for it. He didn't say it was a bad idea.
Plan. If I choose the right moment to blow up the well, I can draw the goons' attention. Let's put the dynamite in place.
Jesus. Fair enough. Okay.
The detonator goes behind this rock, which is perfect for protecting me from the blast. Let's go over the plan again. We've got to get the thugs' attention so they leave the house.
plunger.
Then I can go in and untie Gina, and we'll escape through the trap door. When those thugs go back inside the house and realize Gina and I are gone, we'll implement part 2 of the plan. Somehow locking the bad guys inside the cabin so they can't come after us. Last of all, part 3 is finding a getaway vehicle. We seem to be in the middle of a desert, so going on foot is out. We'll grab their attention by blowing up the oil well at just the right time. Everything is ready then. I'll go talk with the girls and put the plan in motion. Girls, listen to me. I've got something important to tell you. I have some good news and some bad news. Which do you want to hear first?
Oh dear boy, start with the good news, please.
I've cooked up the perfect plan to set Gina free and get us all out of here.
You're
I'll need
insane.
a bit of cooperation on your behalf, but it'll be easy, so don't worry.
So what about that bad news, darling?
Well, let's see. Do any of you know how to fly a helicopter?
A helicopter?
A helicopter?
Calm down, girls. It's no problem. Sergeant Hewitt reporting, sir. Reconnaissance pilot from the Bravo Division, sir. Windward Regiment, 2nd Battalion, Charlie, United States Marines, sir.
You're a Marine? Oh, that's awesome, Carla. I would have never guessed. Very well then, there's no time to waste. Go get your things and take them to the chopper. Then I'll explain the details of the plan and tell each of you what your mission is. Oh, and one more thing. Remember that we're flying out on a helicopter that doesn't hold all the stuff you've got in the bus. Please, just take what you need. Oh, good thing you brought just the essentials. And hey, you don't expect us to be taking the bodybuilder along too, do you?
He's really a nice boy, Brian. He just needs someone to set him on the right path.
Us girls will take care of that. The poor guy just needs a chance in life. We'll give him just what he deserves.
Okay, whatever you gals want. The important thing is this. Listen. First, we're going to cause an explosion in that oil well to distract the one-eyed guy and his sidekick. You're in charge of that, Mariola. Don't worry, it'll be simple. I've got it all planned out. You just have to activate the detonator and run to the helicopter, okay?
And how will I know when to push the button?
We'll use radio transmitters. You'll each be wearing one, and I'll give you instructions over the walkie-talkie. Lula, are there enough
Where did we get
transmitters?
them?
Yes, sweetie pie, no problem. There are more than enough.
Perfect, then. Lula, we'll be taking advantage of your excellent marksmanship, so use the machine gun I set up for you in the airplane graveyard. It's got a great clear shot to the cabin. If the plan goes off without a hitch, the oil well will blow up and those thugs will run out of the cabin to find out what happened, which is when I slip in and free Gina. All right, when the thugs go back inside, you'll start to shoot at the cabin to keep them from running after us, since they'll have realized that Gina's gone. Understood?
Understood? It's gonna be so much fun to slaughter those pigs, but when do I make a run for the helicopter?
Let's see, you'll still be too far from here, and you've got to give us cover while we retreat. Mariola, Gina, and I will be on board the helicopter. We'll take off and go pick you up at the plane cemetery.
Okay, but don't forget about me.
Calm down, nobody's staying on land. Carla, you'll start up the engines as soon as Mariola gets back from the oil well, okay? Yoo-hoo, Carla!
Huh? Oh yeah, sorry. I was just going over this flight manual.
Flight manual? Carla, are you sure you know how to fly this bird?
Why, of course. I was just reviewing certain concepts. I've got more in-flight hours than a bald eagle.
And just about the same hairdo, you old hag.
Your insides are just eaten up with jealousy.
Come on, girls, don't claw each other's eyes out. Carla, we have 100% faith in you. In our prayers, too.
This is
This plan's
so
mad.
exciting, girls. I feel like I'm on Charlie's Angels.
Okay, enough talk. Everyone get in position. Good luck to everyone. And to myself. Okay, let's make sure everything's set up. Hey, Ariola, are you in position?
Oh, yes, of course. Ready?
Okay, wait for my signal. Lula, are you ready?
Ready when you are.
Shooting
Get
lip syncs.
mad about going into combat.
Perfect. Just stay alert. Carla, all set?
In position, sir. Sergeant Hewitt, prepared for takeoff.
Very good. You pay attention too. A-okay. It's time. Let the party begin. Mariola, blow up that well.
What in the world was that?
Jesus.
Oh man, they blew up the bell.
I don't like this one bit. We gotta call the Sandrettis.
The girl's gone.
Well, that's okay. Fast. Oh my god, it's all happening so fast.
Take cover. We'll be in ambush. That's impossible, crazy broad.
This cutscene's so quick and abrupt.
Fast, Lula, climb on board!
A cinematic masterpiece.
Ooh, careful with that plane, Carla.
Come on, Carla, get us out of here!
Oh!
Wait, what's the matter now?
I broke a fingernail activating that damn detonator.
What a getaway, huh? You can't deny it. It was amazing! The helicopter ride? Well, let's just say it was pretty intense. Carla hadn't piloted a plane for years, and I admit my palms were a bit sweaty. But the important thing is that she got us to the part of Arizona where the Hopi people live. We thought we'd find more information on the weird crucifix there. Fortunately, I got the crucifix back along with the rest of my stuff when I went into the cabin to save Gina. And luckily the girls had all their wardrobe with them so they could lend Gina and me some clothes. We knew it'd be great to put on clothing better adapted to the part of the desert we were headed for.
Right. Okay. I guess we'll start a little bit of this one and get the feel for it, but we won't do the whole chapter. I feel like there was wasted story beats in that last bit. Now, the rotors on that helicopter are very small compared to the body.
Be careful, you guys.
You gals, too. And thanks for everything.
I can't stand goodbye. I always cry like a baby.
I promise, we'll go see your show as soon as we have time.
You better stick to that promise if you don't want to piss off a Marine cutie.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Goodbye, girls. I'll never forget you.
We won't forget you either. Bye.
Well,
Crikey.
on our own.
You got a problem with that? Being alone with me doesn't make you uncomfortable, does it?
Of course not, silly.
Hey, don't get mad. I was just kidding.
Come on, let's not waste any time. Hurry up, let's find someone who knows about the Hopi Indians.
Maybe we'll get lucky and run across an actual Hopi.
I doubt it, but you never know. I saw a path behind here. Let's go.
Perfect outfits for the job. Safari shorts and not much else.
Wait, my bootlace came untied. I'll catch up with you.
I'm gonna take a look from
Oh
up
no.
here.
Hey! Gina!
And dead.
Gina! Gina! Answer me! Gina! No! No!
They look like an Instagram couple taking holiday photos. They do. Are we just supposed to assume she's dead? Is that what he's doing? When have you ever seen her at a microphone? How can you have a flashback to something you've not seen? This is such weird pacing. Like, she could have maybe got winged in the shoulder on that dramatic escape, and this would make more sense. Instead of just, oh, you fell down a hole. Oh, it's a very strange pacing.
Feeling sorry is not the answer.
Hey!
Oh, we're getting sage advice now.
Who are you? I didn't hear you come up.
I am Wupochim, last of the Hopi chiefs. The answer is to continue on your mission, not to feel sorry.
How do you know all this? I don't understand how you... Hey, wait a minute. Did you say Hopi?
I did, of course.
That's incredible. I'm here to find out
Slightly
the meaning of a
problematic
crucifix of Hopi
character.
origin.
Show me the object.
This is it.
My young friend, this is not a crucifix. It is a sacred key.
A key? But it's not shaped like a key.
The way you are holding it in your hand. Press strongly on the upper part with your thumb.
Oh. Well, it sure looks like a key now. And what is it this sacred key opens?
It is the key to the sacred Hopi crypt.
The sacred crypt? And where is this crypt?
Right across from our village, on the highest peak, on the other side of the Great Canyon, where Isturok places his first ray at dawn.
Oh. And could you tell me how to get to the Hopi village?
The sacred key went to you, so your destiny is to reach the sacred crypt. What path to follow? The path of knowledge, no doubt.
Well, I think there's something I should tell you. You see, the truth is that this key... It's not mine. Hey! He disappeared! Now how did he leave without me noticing?
Probably fell down a hole.
Feeling sorry is not the answer.
Huh. That's easy to say, but I feel I can't move one step now that Gina's...
Well, he's right. The only thing I can do for Gina now is continue on the mission that brought us here. I owe it to her. Now I know the crucifix is actually the key to a crypt. If I manage to find the Hopi village, I'll be able to enter that sacred crypt. And I'll probably find an explanation for this whole mystery there. So, let's hop to it. Great. I have a good view of the whole area from here.
Oh,
Let's
God.
see. It looks like there's a small town over there. I'll go see if I can find someone who knows about the Hopi village. Wow. This place looks like something out of a John Ford movie. You've got your hotel, your sheriff's office, the typical saloon from the Old West. And there's even an old derailed steam-powered locomotive at the end of town. Wait! Stop! Don't shoot!
Who are you, and what are you doing in my town? And put up your hands so I can see them.
Hey, hold your horses. I come in peace. Look, my name is Brian, and I'm a bit lost around here. Can you help me out?
Well, okay. I guess you're not lying. Come in and we can chat. So, you say you're lost, huh? Well, maybe you can tell me how you got here then.
Well, the truth is, I'm not totally
She doesn't look
lost.
like she
I'm
fits
trying
in
to
here.
find a Hopi village that used to be inhabited somewhere in this region. I came into this town hoping to find information on its exact
Yeah, he did move on very quickly, didn't he?
The Hopi Village. Are you an archaeologist or something like that?
No, I know nothing about archaeology. I need to find it for another reason.
You don't look like an archaeologist, to tell you the truth. Though I suppose they don't all carry whips and wear hats.
Oh, give it a rest, please. Do you know where that
Huh,
Hopi
Indiana
village is
Jones
or not?
reference.
This may sound strange, but the history of this town, Douglasville, is very closely related to the history of that Hopi village.
Really? In what way? Please explain.
Well, it's kind of a long story. Okay, well, here it goes. This village was founded by my great-grandfather, James Theodore Douglas. He was the owner of a gold mine nearby, and in the beginning, Douglasville was nothing more than a mining camp. but it grew bit by bit until turning into a flourishing town. Everyone was prosperous thanks to the huge profits of the mine, and my great grandfather even got the railroad to run through Douglasville. However, something happened that tragically changed the town's fate. The mine and the mine shafts just kept growing and growing until one of them, the one with the largest vein of gold, bumped into something totally unexpected: the Hopi village.
Really? So what happened?
The inevitable. The Indians weren't willing to let white men ravage their lands. And J.T. Douglas wasn't the kind of man who would give up a fortune just because some Indians got in his way, so there was a bloodbath. It looked pretty bad for the Indians. They didn't have much to fight with, and a lot of them died. But then, something amazing changed everything. The Hopi tribe's medicine man came into Douglasville one morning at dawn, stood in the middle of town, and cast a terrible spell on it, the mine, and all the white men that might try to take over Hopi lands. They killed him on the spot, but not before the curse took effect.
What do you mean by that? What happened?
The mine inexplicably ran out of gold overnight, and not one more nugget of gold was ever taken out. The people in town started to catch a strange disease that the doctor couldn't cure. Whole families were driven out of Douglasville in fear, trying to get away from the curse. The final straw was when the train derailed. It went out of control through the town, destroying everything in its path. Its last obstacle was the Douglasville Bank, which it plowed into like a wild buffalo. As you might suspect, J.T. Douglas owned the bank, too. That's where he was sitting in his fancy red French armchair brought in straight from Paris when 50 tons of iron flattened him. Once my great-grandfather had died, the few people left in town were hot on their heels to get out of Douglasville, making it a ghost town.
That's a fascinating story. And you say you're the great-granddaughter of this J.T. Douglas?
Yes, I am. By the way, my name is Sushi Douglas, and this town is really mine. The deed to it has been passed down from generation to generation until reaching me. And I was the first person to use it a year and a half ago. I came here to live with two friends, Kevin and Rutger, but up to then it was completely abandoned.
The three of you live here alone? No way! Wow, Sushi, I can see you're really informed about the history of the region. So, I bet you can indicate the way to the remains of the Hopi village, right?
Well, actually I can't. The mine was sealed when all that stuff I told you about happened, and from the outside I have absolutely no idea how to reach the Hopi village.
Oh yeah, dialogue trees. Yeah, it's funny. Like they're just trying to get Gina out the way for each section, just so you don't have someone to ask all your problems. It's like classic D&D where the players try and resort to just getting the NPCs to do the work for them. It's like, no, it's a game for you. You need to figure it out. So it's a classic case here where they're just getting Gina out the way so she can't solve any problems.
So, do you think I could get to the Hopi village by going through the mine?
If you knew the directions to follow through the mine shaft, you surely could.
Okay, directions.
I thought you might have an old map of the mine.
No, I don't have any maps of it. Let me think. I guess that if a map exists, it would be in the town bank. Probably inside the safe.
Do you know your way through the mine shafts to reach the Hopi village?
Me? Not a chance. I've never gone into that old mine.
Do you really think the mine ran dry because of the Hopi medicine man's curse?
Well, I neither believe it nor deny it. What I do know is that the mine ran out of gold, even though such a thing seemed totally impossible days before. Not something very normal, don't you think?
Why did Kevin, Rucker, and you come live out here?
It was my idea. I felt the need for total isolation so I could devote myself to my greatest passion. They had similar concerns. So here we are.
So, what's your passion?
Computers and the whole world of technology surrounding them. I'm pretty good at it, you know?
Interesting place to come if that's your passion. There was that guy on YouTube and stuff, wasn't there, that moved into an old gold mine village in the American hills. Can't remember which state or whatever, but I think during lockdown they were basically just logging everything they found and starting like refurbishing like the buildings and stuff like that. I need to check in and see how they got on.
I'm gonna continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
So why did she shoot at us? Just out of nowhere. I assumed she was shooting at us because there was like maybe someone that like raided the place or something like that. There was some adversary to this place. But no, she just shot at us because we were here. It's the Wild West.
This must have been a supply wagon, because it has some sort of strap attached to an iron ring at the edge. And there are more similar rings at each end of the wagon on both sides. I bet the strap passed through all of those rings over the goods to keep them from moving around on those dusty, bumpy old roads. It's tied to one of the iron rings. I can't tear it off.
Okay, we're looking for some sort of strap apparently.
Let's see. Way at the end, I see a cell, and I can't believe my eyes. There's a dead body. Oh man, that guy must have been rotting away for 100 years. It's locked shut. I wonder whether that poor devil died inside there, or if he'd already kicked the bucket before they stuck him in there.
Can't imagine we have to make our way into the cell at some point. That seems like something it will make us do.
Must be for that stove over there. All right. I don't think anyone will need them to light up the stove.
Yay, our first random item.
Might come in handy.
Why? Why do you think they'll come in handy?
There's still some old wanted signs up, offering a reward for capturing the bad guys. Well, I'm no bounty hunter, and even if I were, I'm afraid all of these guys have been 6 feet under for at least a century.
Okay.
An old frayed hat, a couple of pages from an old newspaper, and an oil lamp. Nothing of this will help me out.
When I went to Canada on a excuse me, an exchange for secondary school, there was they took us. One of the things we did was go to a ghost town, basically, and it was literally just like this, where it's just wooden structures, small little village that they just, when the gold dried up, they all just left. There was no reason to be there anymore. Wasn't the most suitable place to be a town, so they just upped and left, and just there's still loads of things around like wagons and whatnot. Obviously that history isn't as old as like say English history. To us it's relatively new really, but the fact that it was like old wooden buildings that were still standing was quite cool. Can I take the hat?
I'm not interested in that.
Oh. Speak for yourself.
There aren't any weapons left, just the chain that held them up. I can't. It's fixed to the cabinet. I don't think I'll need it anyway.
Okay. Some bullets here. Nope. What else can we do? This is all foreground. Oh no, saloon.
Okay, let's make a real Clint Eastwood entrance.
Through the window.
The glass is shattered, but you can still read the word saloon. Now what good would that do? Besides, I could cut myself. Ha! This is gross. It's covered with mud and reeks like sewage. No way. It's very well anchored to the floor.
Into the saloon.
Hey, how cool. An automatic door opening system. And they say the Old West was wild and dangerous. Well, well, well. This looks like a botanical garden.
Yes, botanical garden. Can be nothing over here, can there?
It's got dirt inside, but nothing has been planted in it. Okay. Maybe I'll find something to plant in it.
Why would you think that? Why would you need it? This is very green. Oh, it's even got some like Mario sort of Venus flytrap looking things. Feed me, Seymour.
I remember a similar plant from a movie I once saw. It was carnivorous. Huh? And walk around with a meat-eating plant in my pocket? No thanks.
Feed me.
Every time I look at it, I think it might start dancing and singing at any moment.
So, a meat-eating plant.
Oh, it's one of those miniature trees
Bonsai
that have
tree?
become so fashionable. I think they come from Japan. Nice little tree, but I've heard it takes lots of time and energy to care for him properly. Better leave it where it is. I wouldn't be able to give it the love it deserves right now.
That's not a thing we can look at. Bamboo, nope. Picture, nope. Can we go upstairs? Yep.
Hey! Hey, pal.
Hi, who are you?
My name's Brian. Brian Basco.
I'm Kevin, but everyone calls me Saturn. Nice to meet you, BB.
BB?
Those are your initials, right? I could just tell you go by BB right away. It was logical, what with your name.
Well, to tell you the truth, no one's ever called.
So tell me, BB, you planning on moving to these parts? Have you spoken with Sushi about this? What kind of artist are you?
No, I don't plan on staying. I'm just passing through.
Oh, well, that's something unusual, isn't it? I mean, not many people come around here just for the heck of it.
Well, I'm trying to find the remains of a Hopi village.
The old Indian village? Yeah, I've heard of it.
So, it's strange to have a dialogue tree for what is essentially just a straightforward conversation, because you end up just going straight down it anyway.
Do you have any idea where exactly it might be located?
Actually, I don't, which is odd because I'm quite familiar with the area. I often go out exploring to find raw materials for my inventions, and I've never come across the slightest sign of that Hopi village.
Do you know of anyone who could tell me the story of that village?
Let me think. I don't know. I think Sushi may have some documents from her great-grandfather. They might mention the Hopi village. Of course, Rutger hasn't got a clue. Although you never know. And, Mama Dorita could know something.
Who's Mama Dorita? I thought there's only 3 of them here. What?
That story about Sushi owning Douglasville is true then, huh?
Oh yes, the whole town belonged to her great-grandfather. Then it was passed down from generation to generation until Sushi inherited it from her father. I met Sushi on the internet through a chat room. We got along really well and became friends quite fast. When she proposed the idea of moving away to this town to live at peace with our creative spirits, well, I didn't think twice.
I haven't met Rutger yet.
Well, he's out of town. He told me he was going on an expedition in search of plants and roots. When you meet him, you'll see what a swell guy he is. He joined up with us to move out here so he could devote himself fully to his great passion, botanical gardening.
What do you know about Mama Dorita?
Well, I've only seen her on one occasion. I got her to give me an appointment to see if she could do something about my lack of inspiration. It didn't work. According to her, I lacked faith. But really, I didn't think swallowing a live spider bathed in coyote brains was going to solve my problems.
that thing you're working on is totally interesting.
This ensemble? I assure you it's not one of my best works. My inspiration hasn't been up to par lately, you know? I just don't seem to be getting any ideas.
Listen, about the Hopi village I'm looking for,
Yes, what is it?
do you know any descendants of the Hopis that live around here?
No, not a one. Though, yes, wait. I remember that Rutger told me he found a Hopi Indian in the middle of the desert one day. He said it was a very old man covered with wrinkles who claimed to be the last of the Hopi chiefs. But knowing Rutger, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd hallucinated the whole scene.
This workshop's impressive. I see that besides an artist, you're quite an inventor.
Yes, I like to think of myself as a modern-day Leonardo da Vinci. I combine art and science in my creations because both combined are my whole raison d'etre.
I'll let you get back to your work, Saturn. Au revoir.
Adieu.
Okay, do I just rob his place now of anything that I find interesting?
It's hanging from the hook on the crane. It's very high. I can't reach it. It's used to control the crane located on the central beam in the ceiling. For now, I don't know how that would help me. What is this thing? Maybe it's some sort
Looks
of
like a
scale.
bench
Or
press.
perhaps a cart for moving heavy items. I really can't tell. I better not touch it. Something tells me I'll screw something up.
Oh, cold. How are we? Do apologise, my voice is kind of croaky, so I haven't been talking quite as much as normal.
I don't know why I'd want it. Anyway,
Plus,
I'd have to ask
this
Saturn
character
for it
tends to
first.
talk enough for me. Scanning. I can't believe how quickly he got over Gina.
It looks comfy. I don't think Saturn would be happy about me lying in his sheets.
Go to the balcony.
The tank is pretty large. It must hold at least 50 gallons. I don't want to waste any water.
Okay, so water.
No, that's not.
Let's have a look on the balcony.
This is a small town. Just one wide road lined by buildings on both sides and a couple of small side streets between them.
I think there's any need to be on the balcony.
It's a standing block. Kevin must have dropped it. All right, better not leave it lying there. I'm sure Kevin will be grateful if I return it to him.
Okay. Kevin.
No, I might need it later on. Nice set. Yes, sirree.
I love how he doesn't give a sanding block over because he might need it later, but then there's a whole wall of tools and he's like, nope,
Nice
can't take
set.
those.
Yes. I can't think of any tool I might need. I don't know what's inside, but it looks like it might hold gasoline. No, I don't know what it contains.
Yeah, it's funny how this game has a few red herrings of like things that you just don't need. Like the chain in the last area in the train car.
see how in the world this works. Whoa!
Hey, what have you done? Get your hands off my catapult.
Sorry, I didn't know what it was.
Well, the next time you don't know what something is, don't touch it. You wasted a whole unopened bucket of paint. Damn the day I decided to build that catapult.
Hey, chill out, dude. I won't touch anything else.
I hope not.
We don't stand on it, do we?
No, I think I'd better leave it facing the same direction. That is really cool. Saturn is certainly great at do-it-yourself work.
Okay. I wonder if we inspected the bank before we did that, if we'll notice the fact that there's paint everywhere now, or not. My voice is getting worse and worse, it seems. Let's go to the bank just because I want to see. Oh, look, there's the paint.
The bank sure is a mess. I see the locomotive really wrecked the place when it derailed and smashed into the bank. This is really run down. All I see are old papers covered in dust. Then there's that metallic object down there. Not a clue what this is, but it seems to be in pretty good shape despite years of sitting on that shelf.
Are we going to take it, even though we don't know what it is?
Whoa, this looks like a stapler. Quite rudimentary it is. Definitely a model from the 19th century. I'd better take the staples that were lying next to the stapler. They look similar to the rivets used by cobblers.
Okay. Where's this going?
It's really old. Probably stopped working a long time ago.
Steal the cash register?
The drawers slid out, but there's not a single penny.
Look at hole.
A big piece of the floor is missing. A blunt object must have fallen down and made that hole. I don't see why I would want to go in there.
Go down to the basement. Apparently we can't go to the basement.
It's pretty old, but I bet it could be fixed. Don't tempt fate. The legs are worn out and might not hold up the weight.
Chaos. I hate the desert not because of the sand, but all the damn pebbles you can get into your shoes. Yeah. Full on Anakin Skywalker moment.
I bet this was J.T. Douglas's desk. BD. Bank of Douglasville, I suppose. It's undoubtedly the bucket of paint I launched with the catapult.
So it's not particularly active on my part because he said he's vocalizing everything for me, but I think the next game we play on stream will be a bit more active, should we say. This one's just nice to share a story with you guys. But I also realise I'm not talking that much because of my throat. I assume we're going to need to use the catapult to make a new hole downstairs to a certain area, maybe?
I don't see why.
Okay, there's the train as well. We haven't actually done the liquor store yet. Or the hotel, to be honest.
Impossible. I'd have to remove the boards on the door.
So it's not impossible, it's improbable. Why are we carrying around 5 logs?
I can't imagine the havoc that locomotive wreaked the day it derailed and annihilated everything in its path. Huh. Reminds me of a model I got for Christmas one year. Yep, it's almost exactly alike. There's the smokestack, and to the left is a spout where you fill the water tank, and further to the left is the whistle next to the engineer's cab.
Okay, so there's a water tank.
That's where you put water into the tank.
Okay.
It whistles by letting steam out. It was hooked up to the engineer's cab using a sort of rope that he would pull on when he wanted to sound it. You'd have to do that from inside the cab. I love those big smokestacks on old steam trains from the 1800s. It's all sooty. I can't see a thing.
We still got this bit of amber as well, which we've been carrying around. I can't remember what the relevance of that was. It was just something we had already, wasn't it?
I could try to go in through the hole next to the broken part of the roof, but I'd almost rather go up to the side and enter through the window there. Okay, let's see what's in here.
Interesting way of doing that.
I don't know what the 2 smaller ones on the top and the bottom indicate, but the larger 2 in the middle, well, the upper one is a pressure gauge for the boiler, and the lower one indicates the level of water in the tank. Not sure what this one is for, but I'd say it's the one that releases water from the tank if the boiler doesn't have enough power to heat up all of the water. I'd rather not touch...
Okay, why are we going to need to mess with this train?
It has no firewood or other fuel inside.
Oh, firewood. We got that.
Well, all right. These logs will make first-class fuel.
He doesn't know why he's doing this.
That's the wheel used to increase pressure in the boiler. That's the lever the engineer uses to start and stop the train.
Okay. Why are we going to need to power up a train? Why do we need a flower pot?
I think...
Hello, Raptor. How are we? This is only one area of the town as well, because we've still got actual other places to go. You're good now that you have food. Oh, good. Were you getting hangry? Liquor store said it can't because of... Let's go back to the hotel and have a look.
Hi, Sushi.
Hi, Brian. How's it going? Did you find out anything else?
I'm working on it. You see, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Shoot.
It's about your great-grandfather's mine.
Sure, what is it?
Do you know your way through...
Me? Not a
Okay, I thought you might have an old map. Well, that might be in the bank. Do you really think they run tribes? The opium curse?
Well, forget.
Whatever.
Why did Kevin, Wrecker, and you come live out here?
It was my idea. They had similar
So, what's your passion?
computers and the whole pretty.
Hey, there's a dead body inside of a cell in the sheriff's office.
Yeah, it's been there for over a century.
Who was it?
The town doctor. Apparently, he was a drunkard, and a kid died because of him. He was in jail waiting for his trial when the train derailed.
Don't you think you should take him out and bury him properly?
Well, the door was locked, and the way I look at it, that cell is the closest that guy ever got to a grave. I don't think it'd do any good to bury him at this point. And that cell is kind of like having your own pantheon.
How could they let him die there in such a cruel way?
The sheriff had a key to the cell, and he also died the day the train derailed. Legend has it, someone warned everyone that the train was speeding toward the town out of control with nobody at the helm. The sheriff rode out to where the train was and managed to climb into the driver's cab of the locomotive, but a stroke of bad luck made him fall into the boiler. The guy was burned up alive and failed to stop the train. And as I already told you, due to the derailment, everyone fled town, and nobody even thought about releasing the drunk doctor who had caused the death of a child.
Back up a bit.
Yes?
It's about the safe in the bank.
What about it?
I've been sifting around the ruins of the bank, and I didn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, well, it wasn't on the upper floor. I believe it was in the basement of the bank. You know, to be on the safe side. The bad thing is, the way into the basement was completely blocked when the locomotive crashed into the building.
Let's
I'm
continue.
gonna continue on my search. Thanks for all your help, Sushi. See you later.
See ya, and good luck.
Okay, so it automatically gets me in conversation going in and then automatically throws me out, so I can't search that place either. Okay, let's leave town. To be honest, my voice is getting so bad I might just call it there for the minute. How long have we been on for? An hour and 40. That's fair, I think. So yeah, we'll come back to this well, probably Saturday at this point. I should rest my throat, yes, but I will probably end up playing Holdfast later. Yeah, it's a very strange thing. I've never really had it before where my throat, well, my voice is going funny, but no, I don't feel anything else. Like, it's not sore even. It's just a bit odd, really. Right, chaps. I guess we'll call it there. I'm guessing there's one more chapter after this. I would assume. Not entirely sure. But we'll see. Right. Let's save. That's number 3. Nice. Right. As for everything else that's going on, YouTube is practically up to date with the streams. It's only Dispatch I need to put up, and then this. So I should probably start doing that now that I've got all the other hobbies things out the way. Unfortunately for me, the YouTube shorts of me telling jokes on Holdfast is coming to an end because I only had so many recorded, so I'll probably see the end of the YouTube trend that I got going. Nice while it lasted. But yes, we'll continue this on, not tomorrow because I'm out diving. yeah, so maybe Saturday, Sunday, depending what I do. What else was I going to say? Don't know. Anyway, let's check if anyone else is about that we know. If we do, we'll give them a little raid. If not, no one. All right, we'll call it there. Right, love and peace, chaps, and I'll see you probably Saturday. Yeah, probably Saturday or Sunday. Right. Have a lovely end of your week, chaps. Don't work too hard. 'Tis only a Friday. Love and peace. Catch you later, chaps.